Hello everyone, Mr. Emi Shield here, and yesterday I got tagged. I got tagged by Miss Multi-Console. The link to her channel will be down in the description. Now, the way this works is that when you get tagged, you answer a set of questions, and then after answering them, you name four other content creators on YouTube, and then they'll answer the questions, and then name four other content creators, and so on and so forth. And this is actually done for fun, and I think it's also a nice little community building thing for between content creators as well. This isn't a new thing. I've actually seen the Gone to the Snow Dogs make these sort of videos when they get tagged. Uh, Usually, I think I've seen them get tagged twice. One was for one was for questions about their channel, and then another was questions about their pets. So there's different kinds of these things going around. And I don't think we're obligated to answer these questions when we get tagged, but like I said, it's a fun community building thing. So so after I answer these questions that I have here, I will be naming four other channels as well, and I have to thank Miss Multi Console as well for giving me this opportunity to take part in this. So without further ado, let's go with the questions. The first question is, why did you start YouTube? Well, it's mainly because of Kevin Smith's book, Tough Shit. In it, he tells the story of his father's passing, and basically he says, you don't know when your time is gonna be. You may be here 1 second and then you're gone the next. Maybe it could be years from now, months, days. You don't know. And I'm already 33 years old now. And when I started YouTube, I was 32 because I started it this year in February, and my birthday's in May. Anyway, uh, up to that point, I haven't really known what I wanted to do, really. But I've watched other people on YouTube, mainly Angry Joe, the Super Best Friends Zaibatsu, Gone to the Snow Dogs, Red Letter Media, Boogie 2988, and so on. And I see these people doing what they love, basically. Angry Joe's doing movie reviews, video game reviews. Now he's also branched out into Twitch streaming, and then there's the Gone to the Snow Dogs, who basically have a vlog about their dogs, and then the Super Best Friends, they do uh, what's it called? Let's plays. Well, just like me to forget what they're doing when I'm basically doing the same thing. And then the Red Letter Media guys are doing movie reviews and so on, right? And I see them and say, yeah, I can do that. And so I said, I'm passionate about gaming. Gaming is one of the interests that have remained constant in my life since I've played video games, since I've started playing video games when I was very small. And I thought, yeah, why I should probably start doing that too. I mean, I've tried programming, and it it really wasn't for me. Uh, and so when the contract for my old ISP uh, expired, I upgraded to a different ISP with a much faster connection, got a capture card, and started started recording my gameplay and commentating over it. And yeah, basically that's about it. Just me deciding, yeah, it's about time I did something that I'm passionate about, and this it actually makes me happy. The second question is, how did you come up with your YouTube name? The name Mr. E Meat Shield actually came from way back in uh, when I was still living in the Philippines and attending university. Uh, it was during the time when the Warcraft 3 beta came out, and in it I was actually using the Night Elf faction mostly. I know that in one of my Q&As I said that I was using the undead, and that's still mostly correct because I mained the night elves, but I uh, liked using the undead as well, and it's in using the undead that I got the name because I when I'm using the undead I usually like using the abominations, and those things were pretty much meat shields, and I thought the term meat shield was a pretty good thing. Uh, it was a pretty good term rather, and I thought even though it's a good term, it's pretty common. So I thought, why not make it my own? Why not make it unique? So, and my thought process back then was to make it unique. Why not make it a what type of meat the meat shield is made of? And since it can't actually uh, the term beef meat shield or chicken meat shield or pork meat shield is uh, is sort of funny. I thought I didn't really think it was that good, so I thought why not just make it a mystery, like mystery meat. From there it became I turned it into a pun, uh, and called it Mystery Meat Shield, and that's basically it. So I've been using that name randomly in forums. That's the name I use on my PSN and now on my Twitter as well, and now on YouTube. Uh, the original name that I actually had for the channel was a meaty corner, and then me as Mr. E Meat Shield would run a meaty corner. But the reason I changed it was I guess because uh, I didn't have the skills to make a logo for a meaty corner. Though I guess this logo I have now, which is the meat shield with the controller and the mouse, could work. But since I'm now uh, miss the channel, I've finally chosen to name my channel Mr. E Meat Shield. I guess it's sort of stuck, and I see no reason to change it again. So yeah, that's how I got my name. The next question is, how long have you been doing YouTube? Now, the first video I uploaded on YouTube rather, was on December 8th, 2014. And that's a 7-second clip of a glitch that I did on Grand Theft Auto 5. That when it was basically me testing out the share feature on the PS4 because I thought, hey, this was a very funny thing. I wonder if I could upload it on YouTube. And back then, the ISP that we had wasn't really very good. I mean, it was 1 MB up, 1 MB, 1 megabit up rather, and uh, yeah, this 7-second video took maybe I know it took an hour or something to upload, and I thought, if I wanted to do YouTube, I can't upload like this. So uh, I waited until I mean I still uploaded other videos since then between then and when I consider myself to have actually started YouTube, and that date is on February 7, 2016, where I released the first episode of my Gravity Rush remastered playthrough, and that was after my old ISP ran out because in 2014 to 2015 I didn't really think that I was gonna be doing YouTube yet because I would no I was already on the new laptop then, yeah. So yeah, I didn't really think of doing YouTube yet, or didn't think that that was the when I should start YouTube. So I remained with that ISP. But in when that contract finished in 2016, I decided to go uh, and get a different ISP uh, with better speeds, and that's when I started doing YouTube. The next question is, what do you use to record? I use the Elgato HD60 as well as the Elgato Gaming Capture Software HD version 3.0. And then the console that I record, whose gameplay I record, is the PS4, and then my laptop is the Sager NP9380S with the dual 780 GTX 780Ms and a i7 4900. Is it 4900? Uh, yeah, i7 4900 MQ, 2.8 gigahertz CPU. Uh, that's what I use to play PC games on as well. Uh, yeah, I guess that's the question. Then we have, what do you use to edit? I use Sony Vegas to edit my videos. Next we have, how did you decide on these tools? Well, the PS4 is and the laptop are what I use for gaming these days. I still have my 360, which I believe doesn't have the HDCP lock or whatever it is that prevents the PS from recording PS3 footage. So I can kind of use that as well, but I haven't really been using that lately. Uh, and then the HD60, because I've been hearing a lot of good things about it. Though now that I've been using it, I've been actually encountering a few problems, especially when the software isn't detecting the HD60. And then Sony Vegas, again from word of mouth, where I've heard that it's easy to use and a lot of people are using it. And from the tutorials that I've seen on YouTube, it is easy to use. I mean, I'm basically self-taught in it, and I think my videos are coming along nicely. Uh, Also, I forgot to mention in the previous question where uh, what I use to record. I also use the PlayStation Gold headset and a Logitech G930 headset. The reason I'm using those is because the PlayStation headset is the one I already had with me, and I was initially using that to record PS4 and PC gameplay, and then for some reason the laptop decided not to play nice with that, and then so I had to go buy another headset. And I like Logitech hardware, and since what I can't remember what it was, but the predecessor to the G930, I can't remember what it was, but I was really looking into that before, and when I bought the G930, it was on sale, so I thought, hey, the G930 is pretty much the upgraded version of its predecessor. So why not? And that's how I ended up with the G930. And yeah, basically word of mouth uh, for the 8 Elgato HD60 and Sony Vegas as well. Next question is, on average, how long do you spend on each video? Well, that would depend on the kind of video that it is. Excuse me. If it's a Let's Play and if it's a new episode in an ongoing series, I'm gonna say it's about 30 minutes to an hour. And then if it's a entirely new episode of a new series, it's gonna take about an hour to an hour and a half. And then the reviews, it will depend on the game. For example, Street Fighter V was pretty fast because that had very little content. So I pretty much did the script, recorded my voiceover, and then recorded the gameplay in about 3 days, and then edited the all the footage in about I'm gonna say 5 to 6 hours. But for Uncharted, uh, since I because of the schedule that I have and I can only play the game for like 2 hours or sometimes 3 hours at a time. That took me about just finishing the game. That took me about a week, and then there's the multiplayer as well. And then I had to do the outline for the review, write the review from that outline, and then just recording the my voice for the reading the review. That took about mm, 3 hours because I kept redoing, retaking, doing multiple takes, just like I'm doing with this video, uh, and then editing the whole thing was another, I'm gonna say 6 hours as well, maybe seven. And then for the quick meets, yeah, that's those are pretty fast as well. The yeah. Yeah, so I would say for the Let's Plays about uh, 30 minutes to an hour and a half. And then for reviews, it depends on the game. But on editing alone, for reviews, they can take up to 7 hours. So since the next three questions are connected to each other, and I think I'm only applicable for the first one. I'm gonna read all three anyway. The next three questions are: do you make your own thumbnails? The answer is yes. If yes, how? What do you use? If no, who does? And then the next question is, how did you meet the person who does your thumbnails? So as I said, I am the person who makes my own thumbnails. And the what I use is actually Sony Vegas. I've even this logo of the meat shield I did on Sony Vegas as well. Because I'm not very good at Photoshop, and of course I can't exactly use Microsoft Paint. The next question is, who made your intro and outro? And that would still be me. Yeah, I mean, I don't really know who to go to for intros and outros. So just like my logo, which if you look really closely, it's not exactly perfectly symmetrical uh, as, as far as the shield goes. So yeah, I pretty much do everything by myself. I am a one-man operation. The final question is, would you ever quit YouTube? And as much as I would love to answer never to that, I believe that the song Never Say Never does hold some truth to it. And I say that because you can never really tell uh, what's going to happen in the future. There are some things that we just cannot prepare for. We can plan out our lives and say that by this point in my life I want to achieve this, or say that I want to be so and so by the time that by this many years. And there's just some things in life that we cannot control. And it is because of that that I cannot really say with 100% certainty that I will never quit YouTube. There's just so, there's just things that life can throw at you that there's just no getting around, or there's just no getting over, which is basically the same thing as no getting around. uh, but I guess you guys get what I mean. But that being said, though, I'm gonna try and keep doing YouTube for as long as I can and for as much that I am able to do it, because it's just an enjoyable experience. I mean, I'm pretty much doing what I love and being productive while playing video games and watching movies and talking about movies and video games. And where else can you do that without uh, without actually getting a job in that field? I mean, you don't have to be you don't have to have gone to school in order to do this, to play video games and commentate on it, or you can even just do whatever you want. I mean, if you want to play the guitar on YouTube, you can do it, if, and people will watch that. Where else, or where else can you do that? And that's just an incredible experience. It's uplifting to see that people are actually enjoying what you're putting out, and it just brightens your day basically. And yeah, I mean, why would you want to stop doing this if you're able to continue doing this? Okay, so I think that is it for the questions. And now I need to tag 4 other YouTube content creators and get them to answer these questions if they want. And my choices are gonna be Cyber Houdini, Your Mom Plays, Krusty Pizza Gaming, and Just Riley. So these 4 will hopefully see this video and answer these questions if they so choose. So yeah, that's basically it for this video. Again, thank you to Miss Multi Console for the opportunity to take part in this. Her channel, the link to her channel, as well as the links to the channels of the 4 other content creators that I chose, will be down in the description as well. My name is Mr. E. Meatshield. If you like this video, click that like button. If you want to be updated with my content, click that subscribe button. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, leave them in the comment section and I will definitely read and reply to them as well. If you want to follow me on both Twitter or Facebook, the links will be down in the description as well. As always, thank you very much for watching. I will see you all next time.